Myrmonden here, time for my review of When They Cry episode 10. Amazing episode too. And so sorry later, right? I did a reaction part and it cut off exactly my memory. My computer ran out of memory, and that's why you see me now sitting in the dark instead, because it's way later now. So here is my review part, which I did in the stream, but yeah, you'll cut away weird stuff, right? But anyway, I left the last minute in here then. For the last reaction part, not the last like half a minute, right? So as I call it, right, it's kind of a serendipity luck in a bad luck thing, right? That the video basically became my reaction, and then it cut away where I, but I have the review saved also on my local hard drive, right? And then of course here's the review part, second part. So welcome to my review. Usually doing one video, right, for When They Cry, but it was a really good episode, right? It was a really good episode. Yet again, 10 as an episode, of course I explain it better right here now. Pure evil! Like, she's just enjoying the show, right? She's like, for her television, yeah. This is a real, this is like, reality television for her. She's like, oh, this is awesome. Reality, time warp, evils, transformation television. Well, I guess you're gonna give her a little more of her motivation now, why she's doing it, certainly, but still though, she's gonna just... That's right, I made you into an evil witch ago. Because it was hilarious. But I feel she's mostly doing it because it's fun, right? She does hate Oishama though, yeah, she does hate all the goddess, I suppose. That's a kind of rivalry perhaps, but mostly she's doing it because she's like, it's a job, it's a more fun for her than the job, right? It's just like, this is just hilarious. But yeah, in Satoko, she's in love with Teppei now. Ara indeed. She's probably gonna shoot her, right? And then there's gonna be like, it's only evil is left now. Oh yeah, there we go. And then he come back here again with Teppei. He's like, what has happened? Oh, poor Teppei, look at him crying now. Oh my god. Leave Teppei alone. She kills him. God damn it, man! Yeah, this is pure evil here. Uncle Teppei is a toy, man. Get the baseball bat going. Gonna pretend that it's someone else doing it, the baseball scene. Yeah, I can pretend it's the baseball timeline, I guess. I mean, it is true that, of course, in all perspective, we did have it. Yeah, of course. In all perspective, they did find out that, I mean, they find his body baseball bat, right, didn't they? At least in the, I mean, yeah. So, it explains that. But, yeah, very bloody ending. Tomato juice all over the place, I mean. So much tomato juice all over the place. Yeah, and she's gonna look all happy, be like, yeah, that was fun. Yeah. Bam! It's covered in tomato juice. I like how of course the light bulb not working. Yeah, it's very horror anime. Of course the electric system, yeah, the power lines not working too, right? Man, there's a lot of tomato juice. Very family friendly ending here. Very family friendly ending. So much tomato juice. Just covered in tomato juice. Yeah. So she's really evil now. Bitch second, yeah, she's really evil now, man. But that was a great scene, and I kept saying, I was like, come on, she's gonna split, right? I kept saying that she's like gonna have like a mental breakdown because she, of course, is it's like one good and one evil self, right? She's having, yeah, she's like, no, yeah, I love this scene. She's having one eye, yeah, I love it. It was awesome. I love this anime, yeah, one evil eye and one normal eye, one cursed eye, one witch eye and one normal eye. It was awesome. I'm getting into that, like, no! Damn kid, stop hurting my friends! Of course, the real one. And of course she's like, I love Rika, I'm Daisuke Rika, she's like, I love Rika, stop hurting her, I want her to stay with me forever, but in love, not in pain, right? But this scene was great, man. Here, this is pretty awesome scene, man. This was an amazing scene with Satoko. Yeah, like her has two eyes and her body's like breaking, right? And jumps into her fighting herself in reality. What a great episode. It was, I think it's fair to say that it was slow in the beginning. The beginning was, the first 10 minutes, it was too much of the same thing I've already seen. I think that's fair to say. But hopefully this last 10 minutes, or the last 5 especially, but the last second half was fantastic, yeah, of course, especially this thing. She like breaks in and they start fighting each other inside the god realm, or I don't know what it's called, but whatever, the god realm, where the gods are. And they start having this like martial art fight in there. Oh, I love that thing, yeah. Breaks it out. And then, she's all sad, like, no, I love Rika, stop hurting her. Rika is my best friend. Yeah. And she's all like, no, stop hurting Rika. I want to make love to her forever, not hurt her forever, you know. That's kind of the plot. I always keep saying it. It's a Yuri undertone, right? No, but come on, it really is right. I think Satoko is in love with Rika, you know, in more than a friendship way. And I don't mean it as a joke. I mean, yeah, but I mean, it's the 2% I'm joking a bit. Often they're almost kissing, right? In the open, they're almost kissing. But I still think, though, that it is definitely, she's like, in this scene, she's like, no, Rika is my, you know, because I have this classic scene here in the opening, where listen, they're kissing, right? Yeah, we have that scene, right? And she's very codependent with her. It's very yonder, right? I mean, thing is that because she's so codependent with Rika, she wants to live with Rika forever, right? That's typically, you know, like a very romantic, yonder feel to it, right? And she keeps, you know, when she keeps fighting her evil self, right? We see these flashbacks of her, of course, like, kind of snuggling up with Rika and so on. And you could say this is friendship, but it's kind of like, you know, it's kind of like a unique anxiety. It's like, oh, I want to live with Rika forever! But it definitely has a typical, as I mentioned, the codependency, which is typically the yonder trait, right? That she's like, I want to live with Rika no matter what, forever. And do everything with her forever, you know, that kind of thing, right? So, I think she has a, you know, the typical, I mean, the premise, I think, definitely is the sick love, right? She's so in love with Rika that she is, you know, willing to hurt her to make her, you know, be with her forever, right? And that is more than friendship, in my opinion. Especially when she's like thinking about how much she loves Rika. She's like, I love Rika, daisuke Rika, and this is like, okay, her, and the flashbacks are them playing around and then like in the bed and snuggling together. It's like, okay, if you say so. But that was a great ending there, and I guess now then evil Rika killed good Satoko. I mean, evil Satoko killed good Satoko, and she's in fully control, I suppose, right? But what this means though is that because I had some comments 2 weeks ago, right, and I think some comments every now and then about that thing. The people are like, oh, are they gonna have to redeem Satoko? It's like, no way, she's so evil, right? How can you redeem this evil crazy girl? But I guess with this episode, I would argue for that now you actually can redeem Satoko, right? Because if Rika now, of course, defeats evil with Satoko, that means that the good one can take over the body again, right? You know, and by that then, it's kind of like she's innocent because it was like the evil soul of her that killed everyone and so on, and put Rika in this torment, right? Where the good one is actually in love with her. Still probably yonder in love with her though. But yeah, I mean, even the good one is still the one that wants to do all stuff with Rika, right? That wants to snuggle with her and wants to put her in a time loop forever so they can always be together forever in bed, right? So it's kind of like, she still has that as a, you know, she's not innocent. The good Satoko is still also in love with Rika in a sick way, right? So, not innocent, but still though, like that is arguably redeemable then, right? The good version of her. But yeah, that's a great episode. This is a really good episode. Maybe the best episode. I love the episode though, generally, but Satoko, of course, was using time traveling in an effective way, right? I kept saying all the time there, but it also made me just not really as anything. But it's a great proof for me, again, how you can have time travel in animes, and it can suck, and you can have time travel in this anime, but the main character actually uses time travel in a good way, right? But anyway, a great episode. See you guys soon with Idaten. And tomorrow, because we're doing Baccarina and so on, but it might be delayed on probably Baccarina, but tomorrow I have to work extra at the office, so I don't know. Tomorrow I'm probably delayed a bit. Probably this Black Company, because it's out way earlier. And also Black Clover is probably delayed tomorrow. But I think I can probably start the typical reaction streams and so on around the Baccarina or Vanitas time. So I probably will do like Black Company and so Black Clover later. The black stuff later, yeah. Probably. But anyways, Idaten though, that's up to date. An hour from now. See you guys with that. Amazing game, of course, well.